Good afternoon and welcome to the Crafting Coop. I'm Reesa and I'm here to craft an event with you. It's a journaling event and I am super excited and I'm going to get myself shared out. And we will get started. Hey, Amy. Okay, I'm going to copy this link and I'm going to stick it here. Paste, go, and then I'm going to stick it here. Paste, and go. And then I'm going to go back to Facebook, and there we go. How is everybody? It is so, I need my haircut so bad. It's ridiculous. It is warm here today. I am wearing pants again. Crazy me, but they're flexible, stretchy, so I pulled them up. Got some things I'm going to show you guys. Because I've got some papers that I want to use in my book. Uh-oh, why am I turned? That is weird. Am I turned? I am turned. Okay, let me go back out. Hold on. Let me turn it this way and see if that worked. Okay, that worked for now. Let's hope that it works. Anyway, I've got these cool placemat things and some bags that I can use. And so I'm going to show them to you guys because they're really cool for journaling. And then I've got some other stuff. But I am working on an Apple book from All Cooped Up Book Club. And this is what I did on Saturday in a different journaling event. And I'm going to do some more in it and show you some of my pages and work on a little bit of stuff. At least I say I'm going to. Why is that one so small? I don't know. Let me find the pages. How about that? So anyway, I am excited because I've got all kinds of cool things here to use that I created in this kit. It is a digital kit that comes in the All Cooped Up Book Club. And so what did I do with my pages? Like my pages. Oh, there they are. Okay. I'm like, now why is this one bigger? Which is the size they should be. And these ones are smaller. I'm not sure about that. I mean, they still work, but still. I don't know. Not sure why that one's smaller. Anyway, I do have pages, so let's get started. Settings, camera, back camera. All right. And then we're going to stick this guy right here. Plug it in. Our cleaners are here. So I missed a lot of Lisa. So I'm going to have to go back and finish. I mean, I was listening to it when there wasn't a lot of talking going on. But I want to watch. I want to see what she did. So I will definitely go back and do that. But here are, let me fix the camera. This is the kit that I just recently made. Apples, which are pretty cool. All kinds of little things you can do. I made this pocket. And then all of this stuff, which is apples and apple stuff and tags and more stuff and more stuff. And I used this smaller right here. But I was looking for, here it is right here. I did do some other apple stuff, which I want to use. in this stuff. This is the one that has the little closure, like you can make it a closure and put like a magnet there and make it like an envelope, or you can just stick it inside and you can make it a pocket, which is cool too. So these all come in the kit. The All Cooped Up Book Club is a monthly subscription where you get 4 lessons a month, and you get all of my kits. So with our kits right now, we have a bee kit. We have a bee kit that I'm still working on mine. It's a bee kit. We also are doing a purse kit. This will be a purse when we're done. It is 1950s fashion. We did a mushroom kit, and you get all of this in the kit. Everything for $9.99. All of this. Why don't I have comments? Oh, it turned. Sure did. Why don't I have comments? Let me turn it back. Hold on. I don't know why it keeps turning. Is it touching it or something? I don't know. Anyway, you get all of the kits, and there's lots more. You wound up with over 200 things in the kits and the pages and all of that. And I also automatically make the pages double-sided for you. I didn't cut mine very well, but they are automatically double-sided. Where you buy them on Etsy, they are not automatically double-sided. You have to flip them yourself in your printer. And you don't have to do that with us. I do that work for you. And all of the proceeds go to build clean drinking water wells in America. And everyone is a volunteer. So if you are interested and want to learn how to make real journals and real books, I just challenge you to give it a try. Because, like I said, I do all of this myself. And make all of this stuff myself. I work in Photoshop and I put it all together, and I've got templates from Photoshop that I drop all my images in after I make them, and I make certain tags and all that kind of stuff. So it is really, look at the library card, isn't that cute? And these are, of course, Polaroids. Really cute Polaroids. Thank you, Jennifer. Hey, Ralph. Hey, Carla. Hey, Lisa Mary. Hey, Lisa. Lisa, I'm going to go back and watch. I promise. My cleaners showed up right as I was sharing you. And they normally come in the mornings. But our neighbor next door, so one of the things I like to do with this, our neighbor next door or across the street, her mother's having surgery at 1 today. And so she wondered if we could switch times. So I was like, yeah, of course. So, okay. So I like to take this particular one. Should have cut it with my cutter. And I like to go like this and fold it up. And actually, you could cut this twice. So let me show you what I mean. This makes a really cool, it could make an envelope, but if you want to make it to have if you want it to be like you know, a pocket, okay, I like to take this and put it, now I don't know where I will put this, probably on the back. Probably will put it right here. I like to take it and put this piece down and then use this piece as the, other piece. And then you still have this piece if you want to use it somewhere too. So that is cool to do that. And then you also get scrapbook paper. You get all this stuff. And this is a small kit, like a small kit. The kits are really big. And so some people don't understand how um, how a graphic artist works without AI. And one of the ways is, or the way really, I mean, I do draw some stuff myself, but basically you take brushes. They're like, they remind me of rubber stamps, acrylic stamps, but it's a brush, a digital brush. And it could be faces, hair, animal hair, trees, leaves, apples, whatever you want. And then when you do that, then you stamp them onto the kit, the digital paper basically. And then you, hold on, let's decide what to do here. And then you add color to it. And it makes pretty much this. Makes the apples, you do the right colors, the textures. You would be surprised all the stuff you can do. And I have been using Photoshop since 1999. Well, I started with JSIC first, so probably been using it since the early 2000s. Because I found Photoshop at first hard to learn, and it's hard to learn. But I decided that I was going to learn it, and when I learned JSIC first, which is an easier program, but it is just like Photoshop. And then I got attached to it, and I was like, I have got to learn Photoshop. This is dumb. So I just gradually, learned it, taught myself, and but back then we didn't have brushes. So back then I was using just what's in Photoshop. Now we have brushes that people make that make stamps like this. It's like a stamp. It reminds me of a stamp. And you stamp it on the screen, and then it's all divided. So this coloring and stuff where you can see the lines and stuff, that's all divided for you. And you just add the color. So it's pretty cool. But it's hard to learn the blending, all of those kind of things, which, that's what takes years and years and years of experience. Years and years of experience. And it's funny because a lot of times people will be like, oh, teach me. I'm like, no, it's too hard to just teach. It's something you've got to learn. And we too take, when you're in our organizations, you do, well, I didn't pay to learn, I taught myself, but generally people to go through very expensive college to learn how to do this. And I'm sure there's ones that have went through college that can do a whole lot more than me. Like, I do not do the video side at all. But I'm sure that there's so many people that can do way more than I can. I just, can do what I've taught myself I can do. But we do take oaths that, you just don't teach someone because, it is a college educated career. So like, I probably could not get a job as a graphic artist because I don't have a college degree to do it. or learned it that way. I taught myself. And I don't know, I've never applied because I just owned my own business and that's why I did it. And so I just paid myself to do it. But, and now I'm just using it to, God put me in this position to build water wells, and that's what I use it for. Because I probably would not be doing this if it wasn't for the water wells. So yeah, see, look how cute they come out. Really cute. And they're easy to be fussy cutted, like super easy. Like they're not hard at all to fussy cut. So anyway, that's my pages, and this is stuff that I've started. And then I put 2 pockets on here. And then I got this the other day from, what's it called? Hold on. It is a really cool place. She does all the, hey, Sherry, I didn't get to see you either, but I will go back. It's been a crazy morning here. I've had the house cleaners and the water people were here, and it was Wyatt's. We got Wyatt to school this morning for his first day of school, and it's just been crazy. Anyway, it's called Inky Fingers Society. Inky Fingers Society. And I just didn't want to do it myself, so I ordered them from her. And it's basically the Glossin bags, and she's coffee dyed them and did all kinds of stuff. But this one will make a really cute pocket. And so I decided I wanted to bring it out so I could show you how cool they are. And she does all kinds of papers and stuff like that. I don't know her. I just found her on Etsy. And then these are placemats that she did. So you could actually cut these too and put them in a journal or whatever you wanted. So, okay, I'm not gonna sit there and fiddle with that. But I thought this would be really cool if I cut the bottom off. Okay, and then make it a 2 pocket. And then I'm gonna cut this little thing off so it doesn't get caught up on anything. And if I missed anyone, I'm so sorry, because hey Vicky, I go through this, and hi Christina, it takes me forever to do this. Hey Juanita, but when I'm crafting, I'm done way early. So when I get in here to do this, I get a little overwhelmed. I'm like, oh gosh, I got to do all this. I got to get this done. So yeah, so just different stuff, but I thought this would be cool. Folded in half. And then it would be 2 pockets when I stick it in into the pages. And then with these can easily be I'm going to run some of this through my brother's Scan and Cut, but they can easily be cut out. You can do whatever you want with them, technically. I'm going to turn this one into some tags. And then these little guys down here at the bottom, those are pocket covers. So you would basically put those on top of a piece of cardstock, and I will show you. And then you can glue it in as a pocket on a page. Somewhere I lost my black scissors. I had to buy these scissors. I don't know what I did with them. I came home and I thought I took them to LA, but I don't know what happened to them. So I bought a new pair and they're a little heavy compared to the other ones. Okay. So then these guys, you just cut them out. Just like that. And then cut the shakes. Just running around here, acting like a crazy person, trying to get everything done. Okay, so then you take a piece of, and you basically glue however you want to do it. If you want to use it as a tuck or as a pocket. So you take it and then you glue it with just a little bit of a trim around it. Just like that. And then you just trim it. Just like that. Just like that. And then it's a pocket, see? But this is the part that you glue down. And then you can put this one on here. And then you could make it a complete pocket like that. And basically put it on there. Hey, Tanya. How are you? Hey, Carrie. Carrie, could you do the book, the exclamation point books for me? Okay, and then this one, I am going to turn it into a tag too. And I'm going to stick this up here. Okay. And then I'm going to grab no, not that. Where is it? Here we go. So I'm going to put some of this on and go around these edges. Now, a lot of the stuff I make, I digitally put this on there for you, as you can see right there. But I cut it, so that's why I'm putting more. And then I'm going to do this one since I did that one. And this is just a small apple kit. We did work on an apple book last night. And let's see, do I want to cover these? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so now we will move some of this over, and then I will take, Glenn busted my hole punch, so I'm gonna have to use this guy. Hope I get it in there right. Okay. And then this gives me some tags to go there. Jed, stop. And then all of this can go different. What do I do with my pages? Oh, over here. Okay. So basically, you can, put these like here would be cute. And you go ahead and seal the whole white part down, unless you wanted a double pocket. You could do a double pocket, but you don't have to. Because when you're putting it down like that, then you've got this pocket. And you could do a double pocket. So let's do a double. So now we have a pocket here and a pocket here. And over here, we just have a pocket here. So that's cool. And you still have plenty of space to journal. And then on this side, we could, I'll put that in the back. Ooh, we could do a library card, or we could do even some of these tags. These tags are cool too. And we could put a little pocket here. What did I do with that piece I just had? There it is. So we could do this. You know what? I think I'll go ahead and just score it real quick. And I'm just going to score it a little tiny bit, like 1/4 of an inch. And then 1/4 of an inch. Come on, get up there. And then another 1/4 of an inch here. And then you just take your scissors and clip it to cut that bulk off. And to cut this bulk off. And that bulk. And then just fold it over. And fold this one over. And this one. Okay. Just like that. Now, I am going to put a little dot right here and a little dot right there, which will help close this one up, just that corner and just that corner. Just hold it for a second. Okay, and then we're just going to put some here, here, I don't know who's texting me. But here, and then I'm just going to stick it. Uh-oh. I stuck it over. I'll put it on this one. No, I can't do that either. Where am I going to put this? Oh, you know what I could do? I could put a double pocket here. Look how cute that is. And then take a couple of these little ones, these little pieces, like that. Put these in here. Go down so you can stay. Gotta hold it till it connects. And then you could put this one here. And then you could take these. Gotta kind of let it dry. But then you could put these right there. How cool is that? And you can also put some over here. Put my library card. And then I love these new things I did. These are, Polaroids. Aren't they cute? Polaroids. I think those are so awesome. And then I have more tags. I try to make a lot of tags because everybody always wants a lot of tags. So I have a couple of sets that I try to do every kit. There. One more. So now I have a double pocket here, here, here. And then I also could put this on. Where's the page that I made? Right here. Could just stick a tag in there too. And the good thing about the pages is not just that they come double-sided, but they also, don't have to be decorated if you don't want to. I mean, if you want to leave some of them to where you just can write on them, then that's cool too. And then this in here. What time is it? Oh, it was Jessica. Okay. Telling the new after school care girl that I will be picking up Wyatt. Okay. She's the one that gets them into their cars. Okay, now I do want to turn this over and put these apples. And I think I want to put this here too. So, or no, I'm going to do it this way because it looks, yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to put this down. And I'm going to put that right there. So I'm going to turn this over. The trick is to pick this up wherever it is you want it to be and then lay that down just like that. And then you can put this here and you can put some little things on it. So I'm going to make me a, to be honest, an inch is too big. But yeah, it is. So I'm gonna have to do a 1/2 inch. Let's do a 1/2 inch. I'm gonna cut a 1/2 inch. All right, so that gives us 2 things so that we can put them here and here. So I'm gonna measure it and trim it. And then I'm gonna do it again. And then I'm going to do this one. How's everybody doing? I do that every time. Every time. That's why I don't like those scissors. Okay. So now I'm going to use a small end and just do this like that and that. Okay. So I'm just going to use some tape. Hopefully this is tiny enough. And I did not put glue on it because I feel like it's so tiny it won't hold solid glue. I'm going to do it again and again. All right. Come on. Getting all stopped up. All right. So this time I'm going to glue it since there's no tape over here. This thing is terrible. All right. Now, just like that. And then I'm going to hold it. And that kind of shows you, and the pocket, the picture runs together because this was down here. So now you can use this for something else, but now it goes together. And then you can put some stuff in there or whatever you want to do. But I'm going to put these on here. Anytime you do that and you drop it, just grab you. Just like that, it'll dry. So simple. And if you join the book club, you can learn all kinds of stuff like this. You can even join just to get the kits because it is a deal. Major deal. Because we don't overcharge. We just charge to, make enough money to put towards wells. We want it to be affordable for people. Cool. That's so cool. Then my pages will go here, and I have to print more because this will hold like 3 signatures. And hey, Dale, how are you? Oh my gosh, Amy, 959 days. That is crazy. But yeah, this will hold several signatures, probably 3. So that will be cool. And then I was gonna look to see if there was like any kind of a, maybe like right here. Yeah. Could put this here as a pocket. And I'll make it a double pocket. By just sticking it like this. And then now you've got a pocket under here, and you've got a pocket in here. I just think these Polaroids are so cool. So cool. You can make these pockets too, by the way. You could totally make that a little slip in. Now, I did make the book from scratch, and that is what you learn with all of the different ones we've done. You do learn how to do the books, and we have done a honeycomb, a purse, and an apple. So if you want to learn how to do journals, let me tell you something. It is very relaxing. It's relaxing. It's it's fun. It's more relaxing when I'm sitting, but yeah, very relaxing. Come on. And then this will go here. Wow, we accomplished a lot. Those are about to come out. Let me turn them long ways. There we go. And as you build, it grows and it makes your book fuller. And that's really awesome. And you can even so we used everything I cut out just about. Okay. So I've got all this extra stuff that I'm going to put in here so I can use. So we're getting there. I still have to get my signatures in there. Let's see. I love this apple right here in the middle. I just feel like it's so pretty. And when you're cutting out the leaves, like if you fussy cut it, you don't have to get it every single little bitty piece. Because for the most part, you won't even know that you cut a little bit of the part of the leaf off. There's like these particular apples have like the little jagged leaves. And but not all apples have that. But for our apple book, I made us some, or I'm making, not done, some red leather prints to cover the outside with. And just keep going. It's really easy just to turn your, either your scissor, the little scissors, it's easier to turn your paper normally. Like that. When you're in between like that. Look how pretty that is. Cover that piece of white so that it's not seen. As if it's dirt. I'm just going to leave this as my front page. And then I'll put everything else inside. I could even put something on here. It's a lot of cutting though. What time is it? Okay, so up after me is Fergie's Crafting Connection. That is Lisa. You don't want to miss her. Now, I don't want all of these leaves, so I'm going to cut a few off. That's another thing you can do. You don't have to do them all. Just because I make it, you can do what you want to with it. Decorate it how you want. They're always asking me, is it okay if I do this? I'm like, you can do whatever you want. It's yours. You do you. Just because I make it doesn't mean you have to use it the way I say. You can do whatever you want with it. Because to me, that's important that you make it your own, not someone else's design and style. I design the books, yes, but still want you guys to turn around and make that book your own. And let me tell you what, you're allowed to sell those books. You just cannot give away or sell the images. And some of these women have been selling the books left and right. Hey, Sybil, like $50, $60, $70, $80 a book. That's crazy. Okay, then I'll get that when I get it all stuck in there. But look how cute that is. Sybil, did you? Yeah, you were on there when I did the book last night. You saw it, I'm sure. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And see how that leaf got cut off? So you can just cut that leaf off. Don't need it. All right. So if you're interested in joining, you can just do exclamation point books in the comments and you will. Good, I'm glad. You guys can come and learn all about what we're doing and how much fun it is and make your own books because it is fun. It is relaxing. Thanks, Kelby. It's fun. It's relaxing. And you just sit. You can even just sit and cut and do whatever. I mean, it's just a lot of fun. So you guys go and watch her. We're almost done. And I'm going to run these through my Brother Scan and Cut. And I'm going to stick these over here so I have them. And yeah, super cute little book. And we do the tie method. And this one is full. Like, it's full. And I've barely even decorated it. I've got a whole stack of stuff back there to use to decorate it. So, but yeah, lots of fun. Lots of fun. And we did scrapbooks too. And these are smaller, but we can do bigger. We will do bigger. Lots of fun. They want me to do this tag book. And we haven't done it yet because we've just been doing so much other stuff. But it's just a cute little book. I just stuck some pages in there. Started decorating them in the shape of a tag. So all kinds of stuff you can do with journals and books and yeah, lots and lots of stuff. Love you too, Sib. Love you too, Sibs. Hey, Maria. How are you, babe? The Apple book. I know. Are you going to make it, Maria? I would bring it out, but I can't because it's not covered and fixed yet. But that's stuff we do in the club, in the book club. But even today, my house, one of the house cleaning girls, she said, "Did you finish that bee book?" And I said, "No, not yet." And she's like, "I really want that bee book." I'm like, okay. And I won't sell it. I'll just give it to her. But she's like, I really, really want that. I'm like, yeah, no problem. You can have it. So the book closes like this, where they overlap each other. And then I still have to do my thing. But lots of learning, lots of stuff. Hook up your print. Yes, you do. If you need help, just holler at me. Actually, Jessica's really good at it. She's super good at it. But hey, Ramona, yeah, so just let me know, Maria. And you guys go and watch. I'm a minute behind now. You guys go and watch Lisa. Oh, I turned again. Lisa over at Fergie's Crafting Connection. Just refresh in the group, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.